Welcome to the Growth Mode Podcast, where real conversations fuel real business growth. Hosted by Nina Labbe, media strategist with Salem Surround. Get ready to listen, learn, and grow. This is Growth Mode.
San Antonio has always been a passionate sports city. From the Spurs to college athletics, the community loves to rally behind its teams and support local talent. Today on the Growth Mode podcast and radio show, we're stepping into the world of arena football and the exciting return of the San Antonio Gunslingers. My guest today is Randy Carroll, Vice President of the San Antonio Gunslingers. Many people in San Antonio are going to recognize his voice from his years behind the microphone at KJ97, where he built a strong connection with listeners across the city. In today's conversation, we're going to be talking about the journey from radio to sports leadership, what makes arena football such an exciting experience for fans, and how the Gunslingers are building momentum in the community and what people can expect from the upcoming season. Randy, thank you so much for being a guest on the Growth Mode podcast and radio show. I'm so honored to have you here.
Well, I'm happy to be here. You know, the older I get, I'm happy to be anywhere.
Awesome. Well, let's get into it. You know, for listeners who may not be familiar with the San Antonio Gunslingers, can you tell us about the team and the league you compete in?
Well, first of all, we're a professional football team. Mm-hmm. These are pros. These are guys, many of them are trying to get to the NFL. And we're kind of a stop on that path. You know, most of them played college ball. Mm-hmm. Some of them have made it to the NFL, either on a practice squad, or some of them have competed in the NFL. Mm-hmm. I always tell people we have two types of players. We have players in our game that are coming going up, and we have players that are coming back down that still have some skills, but they can't compete maybe at the NFL level, but they still want to play. You know, we have a guy on our team this year who was a number 1 draft pick in the NFL, played for the Ravens.
Wow.
You know, but he still has skills. He has he loves the game. He feels like he owes a lot to the game, and he still wants to play. So he's going to play.
Oh, my gosh.
And so, anyway, we compete in the Indoor Football League, which is the longest-running indoor football or / arena league. Mm-hmm. It's going into its 18th season. The San Antonio Gunslingers are going into their 6th season here in San Antonio. And so, I won't get into all of the minutia, for lack of a better word, of the rules, but there's a slight difference between what happens in the indoor football league than what happens in traditional arena football that you may be familiar with, where there are nets and the ball bounces off, so always stays in play. You know, our indoor football is like arena football, and it's a smaller field, 50 yards long, 85 feet wide. But we don't have nets. The rules are a little bit more similar to college and NFL. But there are differences because it's a shorter field.
All right. So I got to back up just a little bit, because many people in San Antonio, they recognize your voice from all your years on the radio. How did your journey go from being behind the microphone to becoming vice president of the San Antonio Gunslingers?
Well, that's a long story. I'm still a part of KJ97 in San Antonio. I've been there as a full-time employee for this November will be 43 years, which
amazing.
Is an anomaly in radio and really kind of in the entertainment business and all that. But just because of my connections to the city and my connections to the people in the city, that's how I ended up with the San Antonio Gunslingers. The principal owner is a guy named Don Rackler, who's a friend of mine. He owned, for a while, he established a company called John Wayne Service Company, which he sold about a year ago. And I was doing some work for him. when he took over the San Antonio Gunslingers 5 years ago, while my wife and I started going to the games, and we got hooked on it.
Yeah.
We really did. We're both big football fans, and we really had never been around indoor football, in which is a smaller field. It's high scoring. It's energetic. It's fast. It is not boring.
Right.
It is, if you like football, it's football on steroids is what I like to tell people.
Yeah.
And so we really got hooked on it, and the opportunity arose for me to become a part of the team and work in management there, and I jumped on it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the short story, version.
I love it. All right. And it's such an interesting journey too. So now when people come out to the game, it's not, just about, football. It's really about the experience. What excites you the most about being part of the leadership team and helping grow professional arena football here in San Antonio?
Well, first of all, I've always been a part of the entertainment business.
Yeah.
I think, when I was a kid, I kind of had dreams of being a country music singer. That's kind of what I thought I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Ended up entertaining people just on a different stage, a different platform. Radio happened to be the platform that I use to entertain people. And now I'm a part of a football team that does the same thing.
Yes.
It's entertaining people.
That's right.
And I'm probably wandered off from your question there, which I will probably do a lot.
That's okay.
So you may have to remind me again what the exact question was. But that's what I love about. I love entertaining people, and that's what we do.
Yeah.
Whether you're a football fan or not, you're going to have an entertaining experience when you come to our games, because it's not just the football game, but it's our excellent dance team that's going on, and all the games and things that happen in between the quarters and things like that.
Right.
It's an entertaining experience, start to finish. It's a family-friendly experience. You're not going to be offended by anything. It's just fun entertainment.
Awesome. So tell us more for fans who've never experienced arena football before. What makes the game day experience so exciting and unique?
Well, unique thing about our game, it's a shorter field. It's 50 yards long, so it's high scoring.
Yeah. I love
instead of 11 players like you have in traditional football, it's 8.
Yeah.
So it's 8 on 8. There's no punting in our game. It's fourth down. So fourth down, you either go for it or you try to kick a field goal, which in itself is an interesting thing because our goalposts are 10 feet apart.
Okay.
So it's a little narrow place you're going to try to kick that ball through.
Yeah.
And nothing different about our game is we kick off from the goal line because it's a 50-yard field. We kick off from the goal line.
Yeah.
If you kick it through the goalpost, which would be like a 58-yard field goal, you score 2 points. We call that a deuce in our game, and the opposing team then has to take it on the 5-yard line. If you kick off and you try to do that, kick it through the goalpost, and you miss, they get it on the 20-yard line, which is almost half of the field. Yeah. So it's strategic in how you do it. So that's high scoring, fun.
Yeah.
Not uncommon to have 50, 60 points per team scored in a game.
That does make it fun. I love high scoring games.
So that's what you get. And because it's a small field, 85 feet wide, the walls are out of bounds. And these are padded walls. Yeah. So there's a lot of crashing into the wall on occasion. There's going over the wall. The players will come over the wall. Oh, so that makes it entertaining and exciting as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. So one thing that, that really helps the team grow is its connection with the community. And San Antonio, it's a passionate, a sports city. How are the Gunslingers building excitement and connecting with fans and the community?
Well, that's one thing that sports does. Really, it whether it's high school football or even when your kids are starting out small in these little leagues, it connects. You become connected to those families, and you kind of gather around a common goal. Yeah. And that's that's what we're doing on our level here.
Yeah.
Is we're connecting families, connecting businesses. Like if we have partners that sponsor, they're all connected.
Yeah.
We're all kind of working toward a single goal,
right.
Entertaining one another, maybe building a championship team. That's our goal, ultimately. So it's really all about community and bringing people together.
I love it. I love it. And as vice president, what are some of the main responsibilities, like when it comes to sales, marketing, and fan engagement?
Well, in our game, everybody does a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. They really do. So on any given day, I might be have a meeting with the head of a huge company that wants to become a partner with us.
Yeah.
And then the next minute, I might be sweeping up something. Mm-hmm. So there's a little bit of everything that you do. But obviously, with my years in media and my connection to San Antonio, obviously, I have a lot of people that I get to share the story with, just like I'm doing here about the San Antonio Gunslingers and what we're trying to do and bringing a championship football team to San Antonio.
Awesome. So, and along, those same lines, community partnerships and local businesses, they play a huge role in the success of a team. How important are local partnerships and business relationships, when it comes to growing a professional sports franchise?
Very, very important. I'll give you one example. My wife has put together a program for our team that partners with area schools and their booster clubs. These schools are constantly trying to raise money for their sports teams and all the activities and things that they have to do. And so we're partnering with these schools to sell our tickets, and then we do a give back to them. And it's a very simple program. It's all done online. Most things, if you have kids, you've done fundraisers where you're selling, all kinds of stuff. Well, this fundraiser that we do sells an experience for you and your family to come out and enjoy our football games.
I love
and at the same time, you're raising money for your booster club. And so that's just one of a million ways that we're connecting to the community. And again, helping to grow what we're doing with the San Antonio Gunslingers and also benefit, these people who are already interested in football and sports and things with their kids. It helps them raise money for their things.
I love it. All right. So for marketing, from a marketing and growth perspective, building awareness for a sports franchise, it takes a lot of creativity like that. What kind of opportunities are available for local businesses that want to partner with or sponsor the Gunslingers?
Boy, there's just an enormous amount of opportunities. Look at, you got traditional partnerships where you come in and like I mentioned the walls around the arena, those padded walls, sponsors put their names on there. Yeah. And then those sponsors then end up appearing on all of the media, the social media, the pictures, the national TV broadcast. That's just one way right there. And then all the other ways inside the arena that you can promote a business that you have to thousands of people who are coming to a game. So
okay, wonderful. All right. And so now with the season opener that's coming up soon, I think it's March 29th,
March 29th, Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m.
I love it. All right. So there's a lot of excitement building. The season opener, like you said, is on the 29th. What should fans be most excited about this year?
Well, I'm excited about the players that we have, the team that we've built.
Yeah.
We struggled last year with I think we were 5-11 last year, 5 wins, 11 losses. I think we're going to be way better than that, and I really hope we make the playoffs and earn a championship for the city of San Antonio. That's really what I'm excited about. We got to meet the team event that's coming up let's see, on the 21st out at Dick's House of Sports, where you can come out and you can meet the players. And like I mentioned, we have some local players, on the team this year who have been local stars and have gone on to the NFL. I think we have 5 players who have been in the NFL this year. And that's one of the great things about our team. We always make our players and our dancers and cheerleaders accessible. At the end of every game, this is something I didn't mention earlier, end of every game, we invite everybody down on the field to meet the players. You can take autographs. You want to bring your kids to somebody and have them have a hero who is a good person. And one of the things we do that's, I think, maybe different about our team, we try to hire for character first when it comes to our players. Obviously we want good football players, but we want good people too. We want good role models for the city of San Antonio, and we want people to feel good about bringing their kids. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And so how does the organization, stay connected with the community outside of game day? I know you mentioned the Dick's Sporting Goods. Yeah, we got events like that. And of course, if you want to have players come, we've already got schools who have reached out to us, and we're going to be doing appearances with some of our players at schools. We've got the Sunshine Cottage for the Deaf. They've reached out to us. They want to have the players come out and meet the students there. So there's things like that. We're always involved in the community, whether it's helping the military veterans, and events that they have. There's things like that we're constantly looking for ways that we can connect and be a part of this community, and not just wanting people to come and help us grow this team, but we want to help be a part of your thing, your event, and what you're doing, help you grow. Yeah, that's great to hear. What are some of the biggest challenges when launching or growing a sports franchise in today's entertainment landscape? I think one of the biggest issues that we have in San Antonio is that teams have come and gone, and everybody feels like, I just don't want to invest my time and energy and effort and buy jerseys for this team that's just going to go away, just going to be like every other one. Well, we're going into our 6th season here. We're here to stay. We're committed to building this for San Antonio and for the hardworking people of San Antonio, giving you this opportunity. So we understand. We know you've kind of been burned by other teams that have shown up and you bought season tickets and you invested and you took your family and then boom, they left. Right. We're doing our best not to do that. So that's probably the biggest challenge that we have right there is trying to let people know we're not like everybody else. We're committed. We're from here. Our money was made here that we're putting into this team. And we're giving back to the city we love. Awesome. All right. So from a marketing standpoint, what strategies have been the most effective in building awareness and bringing new fans to the game? Well, there's all the traditional stuff that you can do, but I think nothing beats just one-on-one and convincing somebody with your excitement about the game to come to it. Because once people come and see this, they're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea how exciting this was and how entertaining this was. And people will bring, like their spouse or their kids that weren't necessarily big football fans. And they get hooked on it too, because it's just a whole experience, not just the football part of it, but everything else that goes around it. And the camaraderie of everyone cheering for the same team, the unity of all of that. It's just that's the biggest deal. Once we get them there, they're hooked on it. They'll tell somebody else. I'm so excited. It sounds so fun. Well, once you get there, you're going to know, and I'm going to make sure you get there. Sweet. Awesome. All right. So looking ahead, what are some of the goals for the Gunslingers over the next 12 to 24 months? Next 12 to 24 months? Well, we're getting the season started. So that's our focus right now is doing a great job entertaining the city of San Antonio. We got 8 home games. We got 8 away games all over the country. So our goal is to bring a championship to the city. And that's what our goal is the next 24 months, to win and bring a championship to San Antonio.
I'm getting excited. You're getting me all excited. All right. So what has been one of the most rewarding moments for you personally since joining the organization?
Well, for me personally, this is something my wife and I get to do together. You know, a lot of times sports is not necessarily something that a husband and wife can coalesce around, but we both really love football. For me, that's the most rewarding thing. Is it's something that we can do together. It's, whether it's going to the games that we have here, whether it's watching the other teams play on national media, which we have this year. And I kind of didn't mention that earlier, so I'm going to veer off real quick and say we have national media partners this year. The Yahoo Sports Network is going to be broadcasting about 60% of the league's games live, and then our streaming partner, Overnight Sports, is going to be doing the other 40%. So those will be nationally broadcast live games, quality broadcasts that you can watch, not just our games in San Antonio, but all across the Indoor Football League, the IFL. Okay, I got away from your original question, but
that's all right. That's all right. Yeah. We love to hear stories of inspiration. Anything else that you can share with us that just kind of really stands out in your mind, that just really makes you proud of what you're a part of?
Well, it's all about life stories. It really is. And I love hearing the stories of the football players, where they have been, how they've got to where they are, you know, and maybe where they're going. Because, you know, one of the hardest things for us is getting a great ball player and then having to release them because they're picked up by the Canadian Football League or the NFL. You know, the next, and that's really what we want to happen. But at the same time, it's kind of sad to lose those players. But we love seeing them excel, and that's what it's all about, and that's what our league does. We give these players an opportunity to showcase their talents and then move on to the next level. So to me, that's pretty exciting, watching the stories, seeing where they've been, where they're going, and watching them go to the next level.
Yeah, that is a proud moment.
Yeah, it really is. And a lot of people don't know this, but if you were watching the Super Bowl in the NFL this year, the Seattle Seahawks kicker, who did a lot of kicking in that game, he came out of our league. He was in the Indoor Football League. And he moved up. And so that's kind of what our league is all about, making sure these players have an opportunity to get to the next level.
I love it. All right. So before we wrap up, I want to make sure our listeners know how they can connect with the team. How can listeners follow the team, attend a game, or connect with the San Antonio Gunslingers?
Well, first of all, we have a website. We have a great website. So you can go to sanantoniogunslingers.com. If you just remember sagunslingers.com, we have that URL as well. So you can get there. You can follow San Antonio Gunslingers on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. We're on X, formerly Twitter. So we've got all the social medias. We're on all those places. You can see the stories of the players. You can see the players that we've signed. And anything that you need to know, you can find on social media. And you can find, of course, on the website, sanantoniogunslingers.com.
Awesome. Randy, thank you again for being a guest on the Growth Mode podcast and radio show. This was such an exciting and just great story that you shared about the San Antonio Gunslingers. I just can't thank you enough.
Well, I'm happy to do it. I love telling the story of what we're doing. I really do want to see it grow because, like we said, one of our goals with this team is to give back to our community. Give something that they can be proud of. You know, when you come to our games, I'm proud of the great nation that we live in. I love this country, and one of the things things we do is we always honor America. We honor her with the national anthem.
Yes.
We say the Pledge of Allegiance, which is kind of different in our game. We make sure we say a prayer. So we honor God, country, family, and football with the Gunslingers. That's what we do.
I love it. I love it. Thanks again to Randy Carroll of the San Antonio Gunslingers. We talked about the return of the team. What makes arena football such a unique and high energy experience for fans. The role of community partnerships in growing a sports franchise, and the excitement building around the upcoming season. If you enjoyed today's conversation, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode of the Growth Mode podcast and radio show. And if you're a business owner or a marketing leader looking to elevate your brand, I'd love to help you craft a strategy that gets you seen, found, and chosen. We even offer a special Get Found, Get Heard package that combines organic SEO with targeted radio, designed to help your brand build trust, drive traffic, and generate real results. We'll take a look at where you are and how you can grow, whether it's through SEO, digital advertising, or getting found locally. It's no pressure, just real solutions tailored to your goals. And you can reach me anytime at growthmode@salemsurround.com, or you can call me at 210-526-3626. Until next time, keep pushing forward and stay in growth mode.
Thanks for listening to the Growth Mode podcast with Nina Labbe. Stay connected, keep learning, and keep growing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you next time on Growth Mode.
Want to grow your business online and on the air? Right now, when you sign up for a 6-month organic SEO campaign at $3,100 a month, we'll include a free radio schedule, 1 week per month for 6 months to help kickstart your visibility. That's a $5,000 value in radio advertising, designed to drive awareness and leads from day one. Don't miss it. Email Nina Labbe at growthmode@salemsurround.com or call 210-526-3626 to learn more.